Somebody said Vaush responded to that video at some time here. Was it 2 hours and 20 minutes?
I think they would have shot him if he didn't have the cam.
Well, I think they would have menaced him in some way, if maybe more than he did if he didn't have the camera.
23 minutes. Oh, 23.
Having the camera out is definitely some kind of like,
it's
you
a
know,
stupid fucking meme.
Oh man,
not actually a lie.
I want to hear this.
Hold on, it's pulling too hard in the back of my hair. There we go.
Wait, who's the girl that lives with him? Who's the girl in the background? Oh, or is that like Concer or that whatever fucking roommate or whatever? We're in Vaush pose.
Have you seen the Vaush's unironically evil video that's exploding?
Exploding!
I don't know if I mean, I don't think it hit the YouTube algorithm, but yeah, I think a lot of people have seen it. Yeah, I saw a bit of it off stream. A lot of people make videos criticizing me, and I usually don't watch all of them on stream because if I did, I'd be giving them attention. And usually videos that critique me are really dumb and bad faith. Like there was this one channel that would come out with videos criticizing me every month or so, and it was some far-right channel, and it was always like the dumbest shit, you know, like Vaush is evil because trans people are gay or something like that. I mean, it was, yeah, stuff like that.
Sure.
But anyway, so when I saw the video the other day, and God, the title, unironically evil. Okay. Anyway, I saw the video, and we saw the section on fascism, you know? Like where they tried to apply the tenets of Umberto Eco's 14 points of Eurofascism to me. And it was really bad, you know? Did any of you guys see that? It was kind of like an indication that they had a very poor understanding of Umberto Eco's Eurofascist points. Yeah, like laughably bad, you know? Like, we watched with you. Not all of you watch every one of my streams. Anyway, I only saw that bit because it was like a 2-hour video, so I saw that like little chunk of it, you know? And I thought that was bad, but I could only watch so much because stream was going to end soon, and it's like 2 million years long. So I thought, okay, I'll watch like the rest of it later. Anyway, I later looked on Reddit, and it turned out the guy who posted that video to both my subreddit and the Destiny's responded to my critique of that fascism segment, and their response was essentially, it was a joke. So, like, that was my opening to this video. It was like, the one section I saw was really bad, and then I take a look at the creator, and he was like, oh yeah, well, it was just meant to be a joke, parodying your bad understanding of fascism. He wrote it in more words than that, but that seemed to be the gist, because it was a pretty indefensible misunderstanding of those principles.
It's so funny. It's actually... We're on like the roller coaster. It's so funny because in a video about misinformation about Vaush, which, by the way, I'll be fair, some of it was a stretch. I will say 100%. Like the conversation with Count Dankula, I think some of it could have been omitted. But in a video about misinformation about Vaush, Vaush is now talking about that and spreading more misinformation. Because the guy said, obviously he doesn't think that Vaush is a fascist, but that's the whole point. He said that applying these points so broadly means that you can call, like, all the people Vaush calls a fascist, right? Which I thought was, it was a salient point. Now, you might disagree with the application or whatever, but, like, the point makes sense, right? But it's funny that in a video about misinformation, he is, like, still engaging in misinformation about the video.
So anyway, that was my opening. And so then I read the script, because they posted the script to the video in the YouTube comment section, you know? Yeah. I looked over all of it, because I can read way faster than I can, like, listen to a video.
That Beverly Hills education.
And thought most of it was pretty bad. It actually opens with saying that it was incredibly bad faith of me to not take Count Dankula at his word that he wasn't a white supremacist. A lot of the video was breaking down, like, specific... It was like that, and then it was like the Prime Kai panel and the fascism thing. And a lot of it... Well, how do I put this succinctly? I want to just say that it's bad faith and that it's made by, like, a delusional, like, anti-fan, but I think I can be a little more constructive than that.
Yeah, you don't have to be, you know, you could just meme it out.
I think the most accurate thing that I could say about it was that while there are some underlining, like, good points throughout the whole video, a lot of it is based on either a really bad, like, faith interpretation of what I say, or really ridiculous extrapolations based on cultivating and cherry picking a selection of things that I've said. The problem is when you've live streamed thousands of hours of content, if you want to clip things out in a particular way, you can always make somebody look one way or another, you know? Like, I would be very surprised if there was any, like, political content creator online who live streamed who you couldn't do that to some extent or another. Given how much hyperbole I tend to engage in, I think I'm probably more vulnerable to that than a lot of others. So the good...
I will say that I'm curious because I've made a lot of content as well. I'm curious if you could make a similar video for anybody that's live streamed. Like, could you find enough? But then I'm trying to think, like, are there parts where... Because I know that I used to engage in some pretty dumb rhetoric about, like, police, like, a few years ago. But I'm trying to think if I've ever said anything as, like... Because I feel like usually I'm pretty careful when I talk about, like, oh, like, I think that, like, riding against, like flipping a police car is okay. But I feel like I've never called wholesale for, like, the murder of cops. Or, like, landlords. I don't think... I should crowdsource a hit piece of me from my own stream and see if you guys could put together... His destiny is autism is the one I remember. Yeah, but the problem with that video is a lot of the claims are just wrong. Let's see. Wait, fuck. I'm so paranoid if there's like bad shit on screen.
Of my subscribers to know your name.
I'm just gonna like go for it a random thing because I know that he has like the Naked Ape video, like I think pulled from threads to make like weird claims out. Hold on.
But even if Steven did decide to bang that 15-year-old girl, that wouldn't have made him a pedophile. In fact, it wouldn't have been wrong at all. Steven is so rational, so intelligent that he posted this on Reddit in response to another StarCraft player having his job ruined for admitting to having sex with a 14-year-old, which he thinks is totally wrong and shouldn't have happened. Even if he did bang a 14-year-old, no, that's not what pedophile means. Go look it up. Seriously.
I do get irritated when people misuse that word, but I'm not defending fucking minors. I think fucking minors is bad. But it is really weird to me, and I'll still defend that take to this day. When people will see like a fully developed person who might be like 16, and it's like, oh, if you're attracted to that, you're a pedophile. It's like, no, that's not what pedophile means. But
if you don't understand,
but I don't defend sex with minors.
And the difference between being attracted to someone that happens to be young and being attracted to someone because they are young, you have.
That's true. What else is in here? More Galaxy Brain video.
The email, WTF. You see, Destiny, I know you. I know the kind of person...
Most streamers don't say things that extreme and mean them over the course of 7 or 8 years. Maybe you can make something similar, but streamers like you or Vaush seem to have more to... Yeah, because I know I've made like a lot of hyperbolic statements in the past year.
I know the kind of ego you have. For whatever reason, you desperately need to inflate your ego. You need to feel like a big man, so you attack the low-hanging fruit, you build your little bubble of sycophants and cult members, and I'm willing to bet you excommunicate anyone who'd ever dare to give you what you really need, a dose of reality. Your fans and your ego have built a symbiotic relationship, both deluding themselves of their own sense of grandeur, their own sense of importance and self-worth, enabling you to inflate your ego bigger and bigger until pop.
I'm not a fucking pedophile!
The truth is, I'm not here to hurt you, Destiny. I'm here with Dr. Phil to talk to you about your problem, because what you need, more than anything, is not a media platform. What you need is an intervention. I'm here to help.
Where we don't put like sexual relations like on a pedestal as much.
Memory loss.
The overall growth of the GDP and the overall growth of the economy creates benefits for people.
My whole feud with Naked Ape started because we tried to have one debate and it turned into a screaming match in like 10 minutes. And then I was like, this is dumb. I can't do this. Is that original debate anywhere? Destiny versus Naked Ape. A discussion with Naked Ape. Why is this video an hour and 40 minutes long? There's no way. Talked with Naked Ape about the JonTron drama. No, there's got to be something different.
Where we have access to so much information. Method of migration. And finally, our economy. Workers have lower wages. For everybody, it's the only way that you measure an income. From listening to Naked Ape, that knows that they have a capability.
I do disagree with that.
Then I got all the advantages, dog. You can do anything. Pairing getting into the NBA is the same as getting people out of
Need women in the NFL and NBA?
Probably.
Fuck, I'm not gonna be able to find this. I think you kicked him off, then talked a bit afterwards. I just remember that we got to a point to where I think either here we were both screaming at each other, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I just thought it was funny that a big criticism of Vaush in the video was that he misrepresents other arguments by showing very little bits of contents to his audience and only responding to that. This way he misrepresents people. Guess how Vaush responds? Oh no, even in his own subreddit, the top comment knew it. I will say his criticism of the Sam Harris segment was close to spot on. Vaush shouldn't tackle long videos unless he has the patience to go through them in their entirety. If I remember that stream correctly, he got the timestamp from someone else as to where the bulk of the audience began. It's interesting. August pointed this out to me, that this is what Vaush does, is he'll already have other people that kind of go through videos, and then they'll have like a channel where they'll link like or they'll have like a room where they'll link like a timestamp of video and say, hey, respond to this, Sam Harris says that. And that's where he gets a lot of his content that seems it's like spontaneous, but it's actually quasi-prepared. Other people are just going through stuff for him. I didn't realize that until, I think August pointed that out to me. And I was like, oh shit, pre-watching, makes sense. Hassan does the same thing, really? D made a claim today that Vaush pre-watches videos, which is inaccurate. He constantly gets caught stopping videos and quipping on something that only gets addressed seconds after he plays it, after he hits play again, and then he has to admit to taking the L on that point. I recall it happened once in Professor Flower's response video yesterday. He might, maybe he doesn't always do it, but
You're a genius, dude!
yeah, I would say it felt like he was forcing the
My
arguments
dude,
to think about sound worse than he is. Bruh, he went over one of the arguments that went point by point of the year fascism thing. One of the points from the video was from his when he was an underage kid talking to Destiny. If the little bits in question are friendly, okay. That is, the guy did go really far back sometimes, which I thought was a little weird. Probably not good for his argument. It's a gish gallop filled with so many lies. EX. Vaush claims police cars are bulletproof when they aren't. Here's the source.
Police cars are pretty well armored, are they not?
No, they're not. I don't.
The doors are? So fucking wrong. So I'm incorrect. They are not armored. Not all but some. I have no idea how hard it is to armor a car. What if, okay, follow through with me here in this. What if the police officers, rather than jumping out of their cars and using other occupied vehicles as body shields while approaching this UPS van, what if they shot out the car's tires and tried to get in front of them to keep them from moving forward?
What the fuck? How do dude, I need to watch so much more of his content. Dude, this is some funny shit. I feel like I'm actually missing a lot.
Or wait long enough to clear civilian vehicles so there were clear lines of fire. It wouldn't take very long, even in bumper-to-bumper traffic, even if you have to keep people, get them to run each other's bumpers a little bit, to get a clear line of fire side to side like this. So police on this end and police on this end can both fire into the UPS vehicle.
I'm a closeted Vaush fanboy, yeah.
If that's absolutely something they need to do without hitting civilian vehicles, because one civilian died. But instead of waiting, instead of doing more to protect the citizens in the area, instead of doing more to keep a clear line of fire, instead of doing something to ensure that the upcoming shootout would have taken place in an environment that lessened the likelihood of people innocent dying, they just drove up there and used human shields to start firing into the UPS truck. And 2 civilians died from the police. From the police. The criminals didn't kill anyone. They're dead too now, of course. They didn't kill anyone. But no. Do you know who the bystander that died what? That was an incoherent question, Somniostatic. The US police have absolutely no constitutional duty to protect anyone. I am well aware of that, but it's probably something they should do anyway. Or just let them go in ambush, or you can try to do something to track the van. There were helicopters, were there not? I mean, an aerial camera is being used to take these videos. There's obviously a helicopter in the area. If the police had backed off and waited for the UPS van to get in a clear area, the cars could have easily gotten to them again. Pardon me, I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure UPS vans can't exactly floor at 110 miles per hour and outrace a helicopter, especially not in bumper-to-bumper traffic. Also, you're right, UPS vans are GPS tracked, unless these are some fucking crazy Omega Mine top-tier jewelry.
I wonder what the, I don't remember what the car was being followed for. If the guy is low risk, if they don't think he's going to kill anybody or do anything, that is actually true. Not only is that true, in some states there is an explicit like guideline for the cops that you are not to pursue vehicles if you think the pursuit would cause more damage than whatever you're. So like if somebody sees my taillights are out and he turns his lights on and I take off at 110 down the freeway, they're not supposed to pursue. I think some bikers will abuse this because they know that if they go fast enough, the cops aren't allowed to pursue them. But I don't know. They think he already if they think that this guy was doing armed robbery though, I think they have a different obligation there to pursue. Or if he has like a hostage or something, yeah. If Destiny can't bother to watch good faith edited critique from Booksmarts, I think Vaush can skip this stuff and be fine. Nice. It had 9K views and like 4 to 5 comments from fairly well-known YouTubers. It is being signal boosted by certain people. The solution is to stop trying to make it happen. OP. DJ Jeers out. My take, just DMCA it. I didn't realize this. I didn't know this either. The Bad Bunny like bot follows. Do you think she does? She really has 600,000 followers. It's also crazy to me that she has 2,700 subs. Okay, 2,500 of them are gifted. What are these Oilers? Oh my god. 91% of her subs are gifted? Holy shit. Do you think it's still Mike on another account? He can't watch his queen fail. I'm so sorry. I'm just kidding.